what happened here.
First, Sir Ridley Scott, thanks for having me out here. It's been a pleasure to come out here and see this movie and some of the Orient and some of the stuff that you're producing and directing. It's always amazing. I've always been a fan, so thanks for that honor.
Thank you.
My first question to you is, and Michael, is Alien is one of those films that inspired a lot of filmmakers, and I'm curious as to like what film, if there's one or one that you could point to, inspired both of you to get into this as creatives or as talent?
I guess, you know, my mum sort of was a big fan of cinema in general, but I suppose the stuff that she introduced me to was a lot of the American cinema from the 70s. And that really was around the same time that I decided I was going to act. So I guess that was the most influential time, 70s.
Yeah. I was in the American zone with my dad, Army, and we got access pretty early on to, at the American PX, all the glittering Hollywood movies. So I kind of saw a lot of things with Danny Kaye, Yvonne DiCarlo, Rita Hayworth, who I just literally fell in love with forever.
Yeah.
Had my first sexual dream about Rita Hayworth.
Wow.
I think I was 6. So I thought, how do I get into this? And I don't know how, because in those days the titles used to run at the front saying this, 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 and it used to go director. What was it? And that's an art director. I might get in that way. So I was good at art, so I thought art director, so I'll get it.
Well, I'm also curious, like, when you started the company RSA and you started doing advertising, like the trailers and stuff for your movies, or they're always like, you know, well, at least for Aliens, real scary. I mean, you've done other movies that aren't scary, but do you think that still plays into your marketing and stuff today of your movies?
Yeah, it got deep down. I think he is magnificent, actually, and I think he's better than the normal creature. I think he may be, without getting completely shot down, I think he may be the best. You know, there is King Kong, there's all that. There's Dracula, don't forget Dracula, who's an amazing kind of historical character. But he, as a beast, he is a son of a bitch. Yeah. There's something very disturbing about him. Yeah. I think that's what it echoes in people. It's a bit like looking at a good shark, comes up and looks at you like that. That, if you're in the water, is a very, very, very bad experience.
Yeah, I'm sure that's a terrible experience.
A really sort of innovative thing that Ridley's doing as well is when we're shooting, when we're filming the actual film, we also do these idents at the same time as well, while Ridley's got all the cast, and you use 3 a.m., is it?
Yeah.
This great production company that basically shoot these trailers for the movie, which don't have any of the movie in them. So they're these.
Don't mention the movie.
I love that, and I think that's such a smart thing to do. You know, this day and age, we get the trailer, we kind of see the whole movie. So it's nice to give hints and suggestions about the film and the characters without actually showing any of the story.
I know, like, some of the other characters said that they had to build this whole backstory for their characters. Because you're playing like a synth, do you have to build a backstory when you're kind of like a...
Well, I kind of had it with Prometheus. And then, of course, there's 10 years since we've seen David. So that then was sort of the bit that I could fill in myself. But I always thought of him as like, you know, what happens to your computer when you don't, like, to hit the restart button every now and again. So, you know, he's been without maintenance for 10 years. So that was a good clue about where he's at. And then Walter was kind of, you know, just sort of devoid of any self-motivation. So I was just going to play him very sort of neutral and kind of hard to read. But not much of a sort of backstory to Walter because he comes out of the package and he's there to serve.
Did you ever have to shoot both of those at the in the same day, or were you like clear to be Walter and clear to be David for?
No, we switched it up. That scene that we shot, we sort of went from one to the other when they're together in scenes.
All right, well, I mean, what an amazing movie, man. I love all your work, and I just hope to just keep seeing, you know, great projects from you guys. So,
Thank you. Thanks, man.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Nice one.